brilliant. I've actually switched over to the tick charts because in these sorts of markets, it's always good to get a feel for the tick activity, whether we're trading in faster markets, whether we're running at optimum speed, or whether we're actually pretty sluggish. You can see down here, these are on the time base. So this is a 1 minute, 2 minute, and 3 minute of the TickSpeedometer. And what it does, it delivers several things, but primarily it gives us a heads up as to whether the market is sluggish, where we're running in red, or whether we're actually moving into increasing participation by moving up, as we're doing here, into orange, flip-flopping a little bit here. But you can see here the surge into green territory. I'll just pop that up full size. This is what we saw, and it gives us several things to say. First of all, it gives us a heads up in terms of participation and whether that tick activity is high, medium, or low. A tick chart is like a Renko chart. It's non-time specific, so you see momentum in the chart. But in addition to that, it also gives us the opportunity to blend volume price analysis, which is price and volume, but also have the advantage of trading off a tick chart. Now here we saw classic opportunity. The market's rising. Yeah, we get lots of participation, but the volume here is higher, but the spread is narrower. So what's that telling you? It tells you instantly this market is not strong. The selling in here is going to roll, which it does. That's the application of VPA. You then have the advantage of being able to trade that off the tick chart, where you're looking at raw momentum, because each of these tick charts is set up. Just move that over there a little bit. Sorry about that. These numbers, these numerical values for the tick settings come off the TickSpeedometer. It delivers these in real time. They are constantly changing. As you can see, this one was 233 a minute ago, needs to go up to 610. We're now trading at the optimal speed, so we've got a 610 tick chart there. This one's set up, this now needs to be 1597. In fact, both of those need to be 1597, so let's just leave that one there because they'll both be identical for, at present. And you trade a tick chart exactly the same way, but the difference is that every time 610 ticks have gone through the chart, then the candle will close off, and that is purely independent of time. So whether the time is moving, whether the market is moving very quickly, then these candles will come out literally like almost like bullets fired from an automatic gun, if you will. They come out immensely quickly, a very rapid fire. And that is a fast-moving market. Where they're coming out more slowly and it's more measured, the momentum is draining away. And that's what you see on a tick chart. And that's why intraday traders love using tick charts, because they reveal momentum in exactly the same way as on a Renko chart. They are both time independent, so you see raw momentum, which you don't see on a time-based chart. What you will see on a time-based chart, where you've got momentum in the market, is probably volatility, where the price action will be racking around quite quickly. But what you don't see is that momentum of the candles or bars actually being created in real time, bang, 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 one after the other, as the market speeds up and slows down. That's what you see on these types of charts. You can see here we're flip-flopping around between a lot of red up here, a lot of red. We're running in slow, we're running in slow, and we're running in slow down here. This one's dropped down again. This was 1597. This has dropped down to 987 now. There we go, we're back at the right speed again. Just reload the historical, there we go. So we're back at the optimal settings for all these markets. So it's a combination, it's a blend of being able to use volume price analysis, which you can do here off the traditional price and volume relationship, but having the advantage of trading off the optimal tick setting, which is delivered here. So you can trade using both methodologies off the same workspace. Got a horrible feeling my data feed may have just dropped out for some particular reason. Not sure why. No, come back. We're okay. There we go. Got a lot of data coming in here across the charts. Got loads of monitors running all over the place. This is on 15 seconds. This is a time-based chart, so it's just giving you a comparative, if you will, of what is going on in terms of the fast time frame charts alongside the tick charts. And again, as you can see, the indicators work in exactly the same way. We've got the volume point of control here. We've got the volume point of control histogram. We've got the levels up and down the chart, and we've got the trend monitor running down here at the bottom, giving us a heads up on the trend direction. Let's just go back to the time-based charts, and then we'll wrap up. Where are we? Indices, multiple time frames. There we are. That's where we started, I think. There we go. The market's trying to rally. It is very fragile. Yes, you get these weak rallies, but there's nothing particularly strong about them right now. You can look at any of these really. This is the 10-minute. You know, we've got a little bit of a rally there. Yes, the volume's okay, but it hardly looks strong. The trend monitor, you can see here, still holding us bright red. This is still heavily bearish. You know, there's nothing to suggest yet on these slower time frames. If you're an intraday trader, yep, fine, you can trade to the long side. But for a slower term intraday trader, then, you know, it's really still remaining bullish for the time being. We are starting to see, if we go up to the 5-minute, just starting to see the first signs that potentially this is reversing into a reversal from bearish to bullish. We've got the transition into darker red, into darker blue. If this develops a little bit further, then we'll like to see that coming out the other side and into bright blue, and then we'll see the development of the trend as it ripples through. But ultimately, no change on 10 and certainly no change on 15. You wouldn't expect there to be. So that's where we are right now. We're going to wrap up there and run. I hope you've enjoyed the session today. Just going to point you in the direction of the indicators and one or two other bits and pieces. This is Anna's site. If you're not familiar with Anna, you can find all the books here. They're up on Amazon. They're in print and Kindle, so you can find them all there over at annacooling.com. In terms of the indicators, they're currently available for MT45, NinjaTrader 7.8, and also for TradingView. I didn't pull the TradingView ones over today, but I will in the next session. We're working on TradeStation, got two platforms coming along. We've got TradeStation Global and TradeStation Securities. TradeStation Global is a fantastic, it's a relationship between Interactive Brokers and TradeStation. If you're an Interactive Brokers customer, you can bolt your platform straight through into TradeStation. You then have the advantage of trading through IB with all that they offer, their fantastic spreads and pricing and markets. You can trade globally through pretty much any market you care to name and pretty much any instrument. And in addition to that, you've then got the front end of TradeStation, which is a fantastic platform. That's running on 9.5. We've then got TradeStation Securities, which is running on version 10 and above. And that is, again, it just brings all the bells and whistles. You've got the absolutely brilliant radar screen, which is such a powerful tool. And it's just a great charting platform. And of course, you've got the brokerage behind it as well. And finally, just to wrap up, this is the Forex program that Anna mentioned earlier on. I know we've got some students here on the program with us right now. It's the complete Forex program, and really that explains what it is. It's everything. Education, you've got over 200 hours of video instruction, video podcasts, 13 PDF downloads, all you need to know to trade Forex. And in addition to that, it also has the full suite of tools and indicators. And finally, we also have a membership group here, private members group, which Anna and I host. We're there pretty much every day. For any questions you may have, we're always around and about. So that's it. I'm not sure. Are there any questions on the chat? Yeah, it's all done. Great. We will be back on Tuesday morning for the London session at 7:45 UK time. So enjoy the rest of the trading session. Hope you've enjoyed today. Thank you for coming along today. Stay safe and well, and we will see you next week. Enjoy the rest of the day and have a great weekend, and see you next week. Bye for now.